And we welcome you to Monday night, now Tuesday morning, where the weather here has gone from bad to extreme because the temperatures have plummeted and there's snow on the hills and it's blowing gales. So with the intermittent heavy storms, we come to a place of tranquility. We come back to our heart, our teacher, and we come in the name of love. We come to celebrate that love. For when you think of all the human race, each are a child of God. And so many, when they reach rock bottom and they need a favor from God, their prayers are incessant, but when all is answered, because of human nature, one forgets. But we haven't forgotten because we're here, and we give thanks on their behalf. So let us begin with a beautiful Celtic prayer from Iona, where I hope to be next week on retreat, celebrating the 1000th centenary in the Abbey, right beside the ruin of the first Abbey from Patrick and Columba. And I will hold each one of you there and celebrate in the wildness of that amazing island where Celtic Christianity was born in these sacred lands. In the silence of our hearts, or in spoken words, let us give thanks for the gift of this day and pray for the life of the world. The lights of the heavens were imagined by her. The textures of earth were taught by her. The power of the wind was her delight. The creatures of earth, sea and sky were painted by her. The senses of the body and appetite of the soul were named by her. She was present at the birth of all things. Renew us in your wisdom, O God, for she is the midwife of our beginnings. She is the midwife of our beginnings, our beautiful Earth Mother Gaia, and the animal kingdom and the nature spirits. Let us join them by welcoming them to this time of celebration. Let us relax now. Let us be still in our heart. But let us be mindful that we are in effect in the presence of the Supreme, the presence of God. I know the word God may trigger painful memories for some of God's children, especially those children who've been alienated from God's love by His children, especially by His children who were ordained to bring the love of God to their heart, but instead raped their heart and left them an abandoned soul. So mindful of the injustices done in the name of God, we come with true reparation in our heart for the whole family of God, especially for the Abrahamic faith, Christian, Jew and Muslim, whose birthplace is Jerusalem, the heart chakra of the world. Let us bring the religious leaders of the Abrahamic faith around the world. Let us invite them to this table, or at least let us invite the Spirit of God to speak to their hearts, to change their ways, to forgive, and to move forward in love. For no religion can claim to be the one. The only one is the one who honors the Supreme through love. For God is love. And where there is love, there is God. So let us relax now. Let us come to this table. We may be feeling weary. We may be feeling sad, despondent. We may be feeling unwell. Or we may be feeling ecstatic and happy. Regardless of our emotions, let us unite our heart with the Supreme. And let us reawaken our heart to receive the gifts of the Christ as we surrender to love. Let's be still now. And in our stillness, let us just focus on our breathing. I know Winston has, he's right beside me, and he's snoring good time. He's hot, as Sister Elizabeth would say. So he's relaxed in the presence of God. How about you? I know I am, and I'm ready to share whatever God gives me. So let us just focus now on our in-breaths. As we breathe in love, and hold that love. And now release any tiredness or weariness, any sadness, anxiety, and let us share those with Gaia, who will recycle those energies and bring them back to us as positive energy. Let us be still. Let us be strong. And let us continue to breathe normally to the rhythm of our own breathing. Let us relax. And just be aware of Gaia, our beloved Earth Mother, the midwife of all creation. Let us sense her presence. And let us use the gift of free will by inviting the company of heaven, by inviting the Ascended Masters, and by inviting our spiritual teachers. And together let us come into the presence of God. Let us come as a beloved of God. And let us celebrate our relationship with God. Be still now. And just relax to the beautiful music of the Celtic harp, soothing away our worries and our fears. For each tune is a prayer. Each tone is a prayer. Let it resonate with your heart. And experience the gentle touch of the cosmic Christ. Experience the warm embrace from Mother Mary, Magdalena, Kuan Yin, Isis, Gaia. And let there be no fear, for we are a child of God. We are a child of the Beloved. And as the cosmic Christ said in his incarnation as Jesus, the barefoot Galilean, "Come, you whom my Father has blessed, and receive the kingdom prepared for you. For I have called you by your name. You are mine." And now I would like to play a beautiful track from John Michael Talbot, and it's titled "God Alone is Enough." Sit back and enjoy the words.
Nothing trouble you, and let nothing frighten you, for everything passes, but God will never change. Patient endurance will obtain everything. Whoever has God wants for nothing at all. God alone is enough. God alone is enough. Whoever has God wants for nothing at all. So let nothing trouble you, and let nothing frighten you, for everything passes, but God will never change. Patient endurance will obtain everything. Whoever has God wants for nothing at all. God is enough. God is enough.
Don't you think the words of that beautiful song says it all? God is enough. Today was an interesting day for me because every Monday and Thursday I usually have my visit to see the nurse to have dressings done. But I also had an appointment to visit a little old lady at the top of our village who was desperate for me to meet her carer. A lovely lady in her 50s but who looked 70. And this lady was desperate to meet with me because she'd heard a rumour that I have the gift of healing in my hands. I have no gift of healing. When I lay hands on anyone, it is the Christ who heals. I'm just doing what I'm asked to do. But little Miss Williams, she's about 70 odd. Her sister died there 2 years ago, and she's got a lovely old dog called Boy, who's 13. But Boy is a very fragile old man and who can barely stand, and it was heartbreaking. And I had to ask her to try and come into our heart. A very intelligent lady, a beautiful, beautiful soul, whose father was a bishop in the Church of England, but she found it difficult to connect with what the animal was feeling, and the animal was in pain. And I explained to her that the animal kingdom trusts us to do 3 things. The first, to care by ensuring they have enough water and food. The second, to offer them love. And the third, the most difficult and the most challenging, to let them go when the time is right. And I could see her sat in her wheelchair crying, and I felt, oops, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I think it had to be said. But Boy, her little pet dog, was a sheepdog that she rescued from a cruel farmer. About 8-9 years ago. And this dog is so faithful. When she moves in the wheelchair, though it can barely walk, he follows her. And they have such a bond, it upset me. But I had to speak with the carer, who has severe rheumatoid arthritis. You could see she was in pain. You could see that a lot of her limbs were distorted. And that was quite a humbling experience when she asked me to pray with her. And as I prayed over her and anointed her with these very holy oil, very old oils that I have over 40 years old, with the spikenard, little Miss Williams was sat in the kitchen on the ground floor of our bungalow. But as I was praying with Jackie, a peace came over all of us. And when we'd finished, I went to the kitchen and I asked Miss Williams to come in and join us. And when she said there was a wave coming from the room we were in, right into the kitchen, to the dog and to her, and she felt a very powerful presence of love. She couldn't describe it, she couldn't define it, but she said it was a beautiful wave. So clearly that was meant to be. you and I meet beautiful people like Miss Williams, and we meet beautiful animals like Boy, and sometimes making the right decision isn't always the most palatable. We have to do what the animal is trusting us to do, and that is to take ourselves out of it and to put the needs of the animal first. Let me share this with you. I've been befriended by a lovely, lovely spiritual man on spiritual networks, and we're becoming good mates, and he sent this to me, and it's called The Change That Must Change, and I would love to share it with you. He says sometimes things must be said about things are contrary to popular beliefs. It is not about challenging old systems. It is more so about building new ones that work in favor of all peoples. For if the tool you use to fix a certain thing is not working, then maybe it's time to get a new tool. Beliefs are the tool of the human being that was created to serve as a mechanism to fix the thing that is broken, life. Yet it is not life that is broken, it is the beliefs about life that are broken. Broken in the sense that these beliefs do not serve all of life. For there is no one life more valuable than another life. These are the forbidden fruit from the forbidden garden of my heart's mind. I hope you enjoy peace and love. Let us reflect on those words, and let us remember in our heart and prayer dear Miss Williams, because I'm choking up just remembering it today, and dear Boy, the 13-year-old sheepdog that is so loyal to this dear old lady who can no longer walk. So let us now in our short meditation just come into the presence of God, and let us feel the healing touch of a loving God who cares for us and an earth mother who provides for us. Let us close our eyes. Let us be still. And let us experience the healing touch of love. For God is love. And where there is love, there is blessing. I want you to imagine that where you're sat, your hands are open like a butterfly's wings ready to fly. And suddenly, a wave of divine love overshadows you. It now comes upon you. And as you open your eyes, there you see your beloved standing before you. With a beautiful box, a simple box, but it seems to be radiating a beautiful light. And as you open it, there is a key, a special key. And the key has your name in diamonds. And the rays of divine love. Allow these diamonds shine with your name. And the Beloved says to you, this is my key to my heart. Please take it as a gift from me, so that when you hit an all-time low and the people you have loved reject you and walk away, when those who were supposed to love you and instruct you wisely hurt you, when the children you befriended no longer have time for you, then I want you to open this box and take this key and place it in your hands, and lifting your hands up to God, call on me, and I will allow you. Place it into my heart to unlock the mystery of my love for you. For my love for you is greater than any love. My love for you is similar to the story Brother Sean shared with you about Boy. The story of an abandoned animal rescued and given love, and now knowing that it has gone beyond its time here, it struggles out of love for its master, for its owner, to let them know that they will never leave them. And so is my love for you. My love for you is a selfless love. My love for you is unconditional. My love for you has no beginning and no end, for it is eternal. Treasure this key, for this is my personal gift to you, that I am with you each and every waking moment, and each step you take, however painful this journey may be, and however difficult the life lessons you have to learn. There will come a time when we will be together again. So rest in my love, and let nothing disturb you. Let nothing frighten you. For you are my beloved, and I am yours.
Nothing trouble you, and let nothing frighten you, for everything passes, but God will never change. Patient endurance will obtain everything. Whoever has God Let nothing frighten you, for everything passes, but God will never change. Patience endurance will obtain everything. Whoever has God wants for nothing at all. God is enough. God is enough. Whoever has God wants for nothing at all.
And we conclude the blessing of heaven, the blessings of earth, the blessings of sea and sky, on those we love this day and on every human family. The gifts of heaven, the gifts of earth, the gifts of sea and sky, the gifts of Brother Sun and Sister Moon be in your hearts, now and forevermore. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Inshallah. Pax et bonum. Om Shanti. Solo di Caritas. Peace. Thank you for joining me. May God reward you and bless you. Till we meet again.